So here is the one. We knew it was coming. They got Shang-Chi because Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings was
Yep.
officially announced. Oh man.
I'm excited
Fun
for the
fact.
subtitle name.
Yeah.
Fun fact. This is the first origin movie since Captain America: The First Avenger to have a subtitle.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Like
Damn.
no other origin movie has a subtitle.
Well-
It's also a different type of subtitle because it's "and the Legend of the Ten Rings."
Right.
It's not just Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings.
I think
It's
they were
like-
trying to like reassure people of what the movie's about. It's like, yes, Mandarin, yes,
Yep.
this is
And
it.
they got a massive Chinese actor for the Mandarin, so that
they did.
movie's going to make all the money in the fucking world.
I'm not gonna try to say his name because I'm gonna botch it, but his first
Yeah.
name is Tony. So
isn't it Tony Leung? Is that his name? Well, I don't know
Tony
why I got Leung in my head.
Wei Lang. Oh boy, this is what
Well,
happens.
that is Luong at the end, so
yeah. I mean,
his middle name is. or
yeah, it's
middle
hard, but I
portion.
mean,
Is it Chu Wei? No.
Am I correct?
It's just Tony Leung. Let's just go that way.
well, I like everybody that's cast. You go to their page, it's like it has them, and it has a big old picture of Kevin Feige smiling on their IMDb.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, here's the future. Obviously we got the big role. Shang-Chi was cast, and he says they literally cast him right before
Tuesday.
like, yeah, it was just like, no, we need to get this done to have you walk out on stage.
But have you seen this guy on Twitter?
Yes, I have.
Like, he's one of the best people on Twitter at the minute. It's like 2014. It's like, yeah, great job with Captain America and Thor. How about an Asian superhero?
Yep.
And now he's just like, lol.
I love he reshared. He's like, oh.
Apparently, I am it.
So with Shang-Chi, first and foremost, people need to understand. In his original run, Shang-Chi was just a good martial artist. Like, I believe eventually, I am actually reading through Shang-Chi right now. I ended up getting everything I can to do my study up. So in the next couple weeks, I'll become like, okay, I've read everything Shang-Chi. So I understand he got some sort of power eventually. But
yeah, I want to say he got something to do with he got something to do with the pin particle, so he could grow, like, grow and shrink. He also got cloning powers.
that was the one I focused on. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, he can like duplicate himself during
But
a fight? Like, okay.
But the thing with Shang-Chi is he doesn't like using them.
Exactly.
He always thinks it's a crutch, and if he ever has to use them, like, he takes that as a bit of like a dishonorable thing to do. So he would try it and then get better at himself.
Mhm.
So he hasn't got to use it in that situation again. So it's an interesting take on like the whole superpowers and like the hero role.
And okay, so with that in mind, you say that, and I like that aspect of it because I think they're gonna do the thing where he learns he's gotta use it to his benefit. He has to overcome feeling like that. So I think they'll have a lot in here. Now, Shang-Chi also in the comics worked for Shield, so that's
And Agents of Atlas. That's
that is true, yeah.
That's the big one. Like, you had the guy who was in that Man and the Wasp, the comedian, who was the agent. Can't remember
Oh
his
yes,
name.
yes. Yep.
Yeah, like I want to say Jimmy Woo, but he led the Agents of Atlas in the comics before, and obviously they had like the Agent superhero team, and it's like, are we one step closer to that? Like,
That'd be cool.
No,
I mean,
they're having a really big push in the comics right now, and there's a completely new lineup. So let's go that route. But
and then after that, just to jump over to the Legend of the Ten Rings, we're finally going to get what the Ten Rings actually were supposed to be in the MCU and what they are, led by the real Mandarin. We can all assume this will be him. This isn't going to be another facade
Yeah.
that they throw at us.
Well, I mean, they were on stage and they were like, no, this is the real one.
Right.
Like, he wasn't happy with what they did in Iron Man 3 and all that. They've appeared throughout different movies. Like, this is the real one. We're finally going to get the Ten Rings.
So, can we assume that at some point they're going to have to address, like, Obadiah Stane being one of them? Maybe a small cameo or something? Like,
I mean, possibly, like, why not?
I mean, like, he clearly had one of the rings. He was one of the 10 rings.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, like, this crime syndicate, what's up with them, Like,
So now, this is the question. Do we do the Ten Rings proper?
like the powers?
Yeah, like, are they going to be like alien based? Now they all have their own different things. I can't. I'm not going to tell you which each one is because your eyes will glaze over.
No, my eyes are glazing over just thinking about converting
But-
that into a film.
If you know what all 10 are called, put it in the comments. So like, if we're going to do that, are we going to get a Fing Fang film?
I think, here's my idea. Fing Fang Foom will be alluded to as something that's coming down the road, but I think realistically in this, you're going to get the 10 rings, and I think they allude to their... Because aliens are nothing out of the question now. Like, Shang-Chi's going to be like, oh, aliens are real. Of course they are. Come on, dude. Like, Thanos, all this junk that's happened. This is like aliens are now as common as goddamn getting sour cream down the road. Like, it's, you know, it's
I mean,
basic
aliens
knowledge
are
now.
living on Earth right now.
Exactly. So, no, I'm feeling that we're going to get the alien 10 rings. Definitely. Like,
thank God.
And it won't be too hard to explain. You can always sit there and be like, when they're separated away from each other, they don't have power.
Right.
And that's why Obadiah didn't have a power or anything like that.
Yeah, he couldn't utilize it till they're all together.
Are we assuming that Obadiah had a ring, or is that actually what he had? 'Cause I know he had a ring on, but it's like, is that actually one of the rings?
Well, because the other guy who
Didn't the dude in the cave have one? I can't remember.
The guy who kidnapped him had a ring. Maybe.
Yeah, but is that like more symbolic?
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they
'Cause
didn't have real rings. They just had rings because, like a
Yeah.
football team, they all have matching rings when they win the Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
It's like, if she were the Mandarin, would you give away one of those rings?
No.
No, that's true. Nope. Nope.
It's like,
Nope.
I just hope they do the whole thing of like, you found him in a cave one day, like in ancient like China, and
That'd be
do
cool.
it that way.
I hope we get some flashbacks to, like, ancient China, establish that lore and that character's
I think we
lineage.
have to. If we're gonna do that properly, like, you gotta go back.
yeah.
Yep. And also, this movie, like, $1 billion guarantee. I can.
Oh,
you know.
it'll be $1 billion in China.
Yeah,
Just-
like,
yeah,
it's gonna be
alone.
huge. Like, so if you touch upon that ancient history and real history that China has, and like maybe even touch upon, like, you know, some of the buried stuff that's been uncovered in the last 100 years, there's a lot you can do with this.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, yeah, there's so much. Just
So over under beating Black Panther and Captain Marvel.
you know, I'll say right about, like, right about. It's gonna fall in the same
I'm gonna
ballpark.
say it beats the pair of them.
Ooh.
Maybe not combined, but I reckon it's gonna beat the pair of them.
I mean, China alone for this film is gonna be like 800 mil. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
You know, like, look who else they got. They got Aquafina.
Yeah,
Like, she's massive in China.
that's true.
I absolutely
she was
loved
she was
her
great.
in Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
just about to say that. Well,
She is
fantastic.
hilarious
Yeah.
in that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Oh yeah, and she
You're
was
sa-
in Ocean's 8.
yeah, she was. Yeah.
All right, 1.5 bill. Here we go. I'm changing my vote.
Can we have her just randomly like in stilettos and has a change of dressing?
Well, here's the thing: we don't know exactly who she's playing, but the rumor is, because due to the casting breakdowns and stuff that came out recently, that she might be working with the Mandarin, so she could be something like that, like a
man.
right hand man, like bodyguard sort of thing.
Is she gonna have her wisecracks?
Sure.
Well, I mean, did you
She's
get
famous for
Aquafina
that.
for anything else?
Yeah.
It's a Marvel
Seriously.
movie. There's wisecracks everywhere.
Oh
so.
my gosh, I'm so excited. I love her as
So
an actress.
that's Shang-Chi. We'll come back to that rather soon since they'll be shooting relatively soon. Let's put it that way.